Hello there, welcome to Pentiment Part 3. It is currently the hour of sixth, which is basically noon, and we're about to go and try and get some food into our bellies, while all the other monks are praying or something. It was a prayer hour, followed by dinner, lunch, whatever, followed by food. We have the lay of the abbey somewhat now, so kinda know how to get around, but not really. And we completely whiffed the whole maybe getting paid a little bit to help the Gertners with their taxes. We helped Sister Illuminata, let's say Illuminata, with some books. And now we're just gonna go eat, I guess, in our lovely Renaissance part. Martin, who are you? Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, aren't you the guy with the sheep before? Yeah. Like I said, not very good with the whole voice thing. So people are gonna have widely different voices from time to time because I also have a shit memory. So I don't remember what people sounded like before. So we're currently living in an alternate universe at the Renaissance where people have different voices at different times of day. Okay, let's just roll with it. Can't you see I'm busy? No. What are you doing? Mind your own business. I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue. You're nothing but a snoop and windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Well, fuck you too. I'm looking for Otto and Andres. These are the people I'm looking for. Good day, Master Mahler. Ah, Andreas. Good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message. Afternoon, Andres, Otto. Clara did, in fact, give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Like I said, pray time, then dinner. Bless us, O God, and these your gifts, O Lord even, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. I wonder why the names of the Lord and God always... I understand why they're in red, kind of, because, gotta pay reverence to the Almighty. But I wonder why... no, I don't, because they're writing, so they're writing everything in black first, and then they switch colors to red, and then they fill it in. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 So, let's not go on a complaining spree. I've been far too much in my own ass about complaining about life for most of my life, up until just a few years ago. I don't want to go back into that. So, how did the morning treat you? Let's be pleasant. Not too bad, thanks. I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Select food item to eat. Ooh. What do I feel like eating? Do I feel like just eating cheese? No, put that on the sandwich. Put it on the rye bread. Let's nibble on some almonds. I don't think I've ever eaten almonds. Yes, I have. Never mind. I translated that to something completely different in my head, but I have definitely eaten almonds. Never drunk almond milk, because I don't think that's even anywhere available for purchase in this little town I live in. So yeah. It's not that bad of an injury, it just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to do work here when it suits him. Also, damn taxes, he's been doing a tax hike. For, I don't remember the reason, so let's say for power and glory. Okay, we nibble on some almonds. Let's save the cheese to last. I like cheese. Let's have some bread. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrim's badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. You prefer doing the horseshoe thing, huh? Let's nibble on some cheese. Yum, yum, yum. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? He's come to terrorize? No, he's here to check on a commission. I understand that he was quite friendly with Father Matthias. He was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. Oh, what kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Okay, yeah, sure. Otto, that's only gossip. And it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back. Thank you. Old Rannig. May he rest in peace. Did he really? Who was Rannig? The late husband of... Ottilia. Is that why Ottilia kind of hates him? Why she wanted the pagan goddess's dogs to eat him? Did he really? Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it does speak poorly of his character. Shut up, stomach, we just ate. Didn't you see? We had almonds and cheese and rye bread. Shut up. You know, we had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. The widow of Ottilia did come along and shout curses at him, but I guess I shrugged it off. So what did you talk about, then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? I mean, we did speak about Martin Luther and my time at university, a variety of other things. He's quite well educated, actually. Sure. I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry about where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. Yeah, it's not envy, Enris. No one should get away with what he does, what this abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problems with the books the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, no, I understand. I see why the people resent the abbot's rule. He's quite the harsh lord. This will be remembered. Oh, shit. Oh, Otto, did you see that the Bower's sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. You could say he did a shit job of it, but we're Christian and can't swear. Yes, that's a bastard. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. So how old is he? On top of that, he's a damned thief. And before you say it, Endris, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. I mean, depending on how old he is, if he's like 20, he's basically through half his life already at the time of the Renaissance. So he probably doesn't have time to change. But I do admit, he seemed less than helpful when I saw him this morning. He kinda told me to get the F out. Nah, I doubt he'll ever amount to much of anything. Oh, speaking of the Bowers sheep, their ewes are shorn and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto. Okay. I got it, Andres. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Oh, looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. All right, I'll catch up in a moment, Andres. I just gotta leave this here for someone else to pick up. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Ava for me if you get the chance. Of course. I should return to work in the scriptorium. Until later. Otto. Back to work. A few more pages and afternoon work. Time to get back to work. What was that called? What hour are we in now? Knowns? Sure, we're in Knowns. And I guess we're going back to the scriptorium. In this rain... Hello, Martin. Asshole. What? Yeah, never mind. Piss off. Hello. What's going on here? God bless you, Andreas. Well, hello, Brother Matthew. What are you doing out here in the rain? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Kersau's sacrist, I tend to the shrine of Saint Moritz. He is the patron of Tassing and Kersau both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. I mean, the shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave slightly more inspired. The martyrdom of Saint Moritz provides inspiration to us all. You are familiar with the life of Saint Moritz, are you not? No? I don't know much about any saints. I know names of saints. Saint George, Saint Moritz, Saint... is she called Lucia in English as well? I don't know. Yeah, I've been reading more about saints from far off, you know, whenever Sister Illuminata allows me a book, of course. I am surprised you have neglected Tassing's patron then. He was born in Egypt. You ought to learn something about him while you're here. Or to learn something about him while you're here. I guess this is, if it's blue, it's they kind of just emphasizing that word. By all means. Saint Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn, he and his legion were decimated. Do you mean annihilated? Because technically decimation means 1 of every 10. Yes, let's be this guy. Let's be that kind of guy. Huh. You know, from Decimus. Anyway, you said his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria. Let us learn about Bavaria. It's a powerful duchy in the southeastern Holy Roman Empire. It is east of Swabia, the county, whatever, duchy, whatever, whose name I had never heard of before starting this game, and north of Tyrol. Tassing and Kersau sit in the extreme south of the duchy, near the border with Tyrol. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. So not decimated. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates Saint Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. Yes, I have been hearing about some of the pagan history in town. There are some in Tassing who still cling to the pagan traditions, yes. God save them. Saint Moritz and his legion were snowed into this very pass, and the pagan townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's elder, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts, the town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. If the townsfolk refused to help them at once, they converted just because the snow melted? Sure. Yeah, that all sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? Our Lord rose from the dead, Master Mahler. Nothing is too great for him to accomplish. Which begs the question, did Jesus become God-ish or the Son of God after he died, or was he the Son of God all along? And if he was the Son of God all along, how were they able to kill him? And that's probably the whole, he wanted that to happen so he could take the sins and die with it, and whatever. I'm not very Christian myself. So where is this spring anyway? I want to know, for reasons. I attend to the shrine and the monastery, Master Mahler. Perhaps the Lord will reveal that knowledge to you. Oh, well, perhaps. Until later, Brother Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. And you? So who are you? Carl. Oh, hello, Andreas. Well, hello there, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of Saint Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long. Now I need to catch up. Maybe you would get more work done if you did more work and less pray? More work, less pray? Yeah, do you go to the shrine very often? I usually go every autumn for a good harvest. Now that Helena's pregnant, I've tried to go pray every week. Okay, so you're not there that often. Also, Helena, your wife? Congratulations on the pregnancy. I hope she doesn't die in childbirth, which I believe was kind of common at this point in time. Her mother had trouble in childbirth. So I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Satya's shrine, Satya's shrine, to pray for their aid. Let's try and remember Satya. Not Satya, Satya. Because Satya sounds weird. I mean, I think you would be better off preparing for the child than praying to the saints. Don't you know the miracles of Saint Moritz, Andreas? He once restored the hand of a monk who was accused as a thief. If he can do that, he can help Helena. Well, I do hope that the saints hear your prayers then. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. And who are you three? You're just standing here saying nothing. Just... Very, I guess a family of hunters, maybe? Or pilgrims? Your child doesn't look very enthused to be here. So has anything changed inside the shrine? Are you taking good care of the shrine? I don't think anything's changed here. We've also found a secret entrance to the library from the catacombs. Which, as we now know, thanks to Sister Illuminata, is how the nuns, sisters, who work in the library, come and go from the library because they... Volkbert. They are afraid to tempt the brothers. They always have to walk around in pairs when they go near a man because this time was weird. Women got blamed for being temptresses when it was men who couldn't keep their dicks in their pants. But hey. Good day, Andreas. Good day. I mean, I did study kind of history slightly more intensive at once. I at one point I had the thought to become a history teacher. That never panned out, but we did go into history. So we got to read some of these more, because religion is also a part of it, because that's also history. So we got to read some of the texts that the people wrote back then, and most of the writers were men, and the way they wrote about women just revealed that they were afraid of women because they painted them in the most horrible lights ever. It was basically, yeah, it's the woman's fault that my dick is hard. Curse her. Basically. It was kind of hilarious to read, actually. Hilarious and sad. Anyway, I don't remember the way to the scriptorium. So much for having the lay of the land. I can go through the cemetery. Cemetery, then go north. Hello, brother. If I ever find myself in Rome, I think you said, I will visit. Maybe even visit your homeland. You came from Ethiopia, right? If I remember correctly. Here's my dear, lovely scriptorium. Oh, hello. We're all here. Yes, I'm painting my masterpiece, which was November. Although we're just kind of copying and not really doing what November is now. We're making November as it used to be, when the farmers let out the cattle and stuff and had them feed them on acorns, which they're not allowed to do anymore. So I think it was you, I don't remember your name, Piero? He suggested I should update it to make it look like November as it is now. And I agreed with him. Ferenc, weren't you the guy who went over here, way over here, wrote something in your book? You had the weird wheel crypto thingy-majing that I don't remember the name of. V something? Brother Adok, this work, I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're no printing press, that's for sure. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent. Praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Well, many apologies, Brother Prior. I will work harder. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is very well made. No need to be a douchebag about it. Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of this scriptorium, and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow. You are insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this. Oh, please, everyone. This is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferenc is right. Oh, hello, Baron. Haven't seen you for a while. Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yes? It is, my lord. I can explain. No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? No, of course not, my lord. Never. We can fix this, of course. Of course. We only want to accommodate you. These are way too many people with too many voices. This is not gonna work. I'm gonna get all my wires crossed. Ah, Andreas. Good to see you again. How should I respond to this? The abbot already seems annoyed. Well, to hell with the abbots. Yes, greet him with his Christian name. You are brothers and comrades in art. True. All men are equal in Christ, are we not? I think we're... Good to see you, Lawrence. Oops. He didn't like that. My lord, if you please. Father Gurno, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it, if speed is your No, I'm not talking about the script. That's fine indeed, but the art, the illustrations... I want Andreas to do the others. Of course, I mean if Andreas is all right with it. If it takes pressure off of Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Well, my lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father? That would be quite unusual. Well, unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. Come in here, pulling all your friggin' fancy rank schmanks and friends and me. You had this planned. I sure as hell did not. You must have put your... Hoon? Hook, thank you. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. I guess he got angry and changed his voice. That's gonna happen. I mean, why are you mad at me? I'm just trying to help. Maybe God put him in my path. Have you considered that, Brother Ferenc? Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Prior Ferenc is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. Okay, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? I mean, you're so insincere and you're so obvious about it, guy. Brothers? Hi. If you please, Sister Sedana and I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. I'm gonna go do secret stuff with my secret cipher. Oh, that was not wonderful. But you know, there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Yeah, now it's Vespers. That's a word I actually know, at least. Vespers and supper. All these other ones, Norn, known, Sext, never heard of them. So, to the lavatorium. We're gonna go wash up. I think the lavatorium was west. Or to the left, whichever you prefer. Church, cloister. Yeah, we can access it from the cloister, I think. This is the lavatorium. I know the lavatorium is on the right. I just wanted to check if there was anything else I could look at. Oh, hello. Oh, Brother Piero. Ah, Andreas, I am so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it will be good to have you with us. Oh man, that's a shame. I always enjoy our talks, Brother Piero. No, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I mean, we are in the Renaissance. We gotta get into the mind of the people who are there in that time. Even though the modernity mind, the modern mind slips through now and then. Well, I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my lowly station. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair, you know. It's rather humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. That's true. That's very true. We definitely need to... Some of us actually need someone to take our entire face and just shove it down into a big, goopy bowl of humility. Me included sometimes. Has happened as well. But yes, we all need to taste the dirt, taste the humility. Very true, hero. No, Andreas, you are my pride. That's gonna be blue. Green? Oh. What does green mean? Now we have green text as well. We have red text, which seems to be reserved for God and Lord. Anything divinity-like. We have blue text, which I guess is someone emphasizing a word. Just trying to just stress something. Now we have green. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave us all at Kirzau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Throthvogel, to help you in your career, as long as I stop calling him Lawrence and go with my lord, milord. I mean, yes, it's not old just because a nobleman says so. I think a nobleman knows more about what's old and what's new and hip, rather than old fuddy-duddies in a cloister. No offense, Piero. Even though I did call you an old fuddy-duddy. But I think he actually does know what old is. We're in the Renaissance. Things are going to be reborn, as it were. So he definitely, he has his finger on that pulse, so he knows. But he is wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. Oh, don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. Good hygiene, good hygiene. I guess we learned something from the Black Plague. Hand hygiene important. Isn't that... In my mind, from what I remember from history lessons way back in, I guess, not even high school, but before then, compared to the rest of the population, I think the Jews were the least affected by the Black Plague. They were probably affected as well, but they were the least affected. I think it had to do with them actually washing their hands before eating and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully we learn from them. Again, I think, and this was more than 20 years ago I learned that, so historians may have come up with other facts, but I think that was true at that time at least. I think that's still true. I don't know. Now, where am I supposed to go? We're at Vesper. Klaus is going to be annoyed that I'm missing dinner with the Druckers again. Lawrence invited me to eat at the Abbot's table. I'm not sure I'm welcome, but I can't refuse the invitation. I should wash up at the lavatorium in the cloister and then join the brothers in the refectory. I see, and where's the refectory? It's just across the hall. I mean, we have a lot of things we can actually... Oh, that's a lot of people. So we can definitely get a little bit of a reminder if I forget someone. That's good. What's Ex Libris? This is me. Low Country's Bookworm, Medicine, Latinist, Orator. So Ex Libris is about me. Andreas Mahler, 1518. Low Countries, Nuremberg. We're an Orator, we're a Latinist. We know things about medicine, and we're a bookworm. I know some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges. I think that's Bruges. And Ghent. Bookwormish, I spend all my non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Good on you. We're familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. Mouth, genitals, anus. Got it. We have a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can also easily recall sententiae antiquae, quoted words of wisdom from the Roman Republican Empire. And Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university. He's a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. And there's a arrow here, but not allowed. Okay, refectory. Yep. Down here. Oh, hello. Oh, damn. There's a lot of people. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gurno, Father Thomas, Prior Ferring. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Alright, that's gonna happen. Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gate of Hades will not overcome it, because we stole words from the Greeks." I say this is Greek. Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Some, yes. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So, the beginnings of BDSM. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gurno, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. I have definitely never eaten quail. The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? No, because he's probably a Catholic. Oh, everyone's really side-eyeing him. Matthew looks appalled and angry. He looks angry. He's just surprised. Ooh, they don't like this. Or maybe it's just the talking they don't like. He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see the value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? It is 100% wrong. And only there to, you know, get some money. I think we can all agree on that. Basically, only allowing the rich to fuck around without finding out at all. Or at least cleaning their souls. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, but what about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. He's really put me in a difficult position. Why not join in a debate? It may bring everyone closer to understanding truth. It would be wise to defer to the abbot's authority and discipline. I need to be quiet. To hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at the fancy table. Oh. I'm already in yeah, my standing in these people's eyes. So I'm not joining the debate because the abbot will be furious with me. That's why. I mean, yes. Let's be slightly polite and adhere to the rules of the house we're in. I must respect Father Abbott's wishes at his table, my lord. Et tu, Andreas? I expected more of you. Well, I depend on these people for work and money, so I can have a roof over my head and the food in my belly. I mean, unless you're willing to pay me for nothing, then I'm sorry, but I will have to abide by their rules. Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Well, screw you, I'm not a brother. I can discuss whatever I want to with the Baron. Not at the table, but I can. Because Martin Luther's right. Is that clear? I suppose, Father. It is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Oh, splotches. Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you insert Greta Thunberg here? I see. Well, I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Taciae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, then perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in the chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. Andreas. I will take my leave as well. Good night. That could have gone better. Oh, don't worry about Father Gerno and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. I mean, that seems unlikely, because the Abbot is very set in his ways. It may be so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Well, Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Oh, good night, my son. Well, good night. Compline. Sleep. An awkward supper. A few more pages. Yeah, I should get some sleep. That was quite the awkward supper indeed. There we go, Vespers, hour 18. Supper ended badly. An argument erupted between the Baron and the Abbot. Hopefully it will all get worked out in the morning. But for now I should head back to my room at the Gardener's and get some sleep. I should have brought an umbrella, or invented one if they don't have... Hello? Huh. There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Lawrence must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What was he thinking? He's a baron, I know, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. I should get back to the Gardeners. You say, but... There we go, thank you. Knock knock? No? Okay. Is this the right way? I think this is a long way around. Yeah, there's a person there. I thought that looked weird. Huh? Ugh! Are you alright, Master Mahler? Did you see that in the aqueduct? The ghosts? Yes? It could be a Roman, maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Huh. I don't think it was a ghost, though. Fair enough. Well, I think I found Johan's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mahler. I will. Thank you, Till. You too. Always reciprocate. If they wish you well, you wish them well. Also, hello, flowers. Irises. Beautiful. The figures in this shrine to Saint Christopher are quite nice. Saint Christopher. I know someone named Christopher. One of the 14 holy helpers, Saint Christopher is invoked as protection against the plague and to safeguard travelers. He is often pictured as a large man with a staff carrying the child Jesus on his back across a swollen river. Right. I could go into the forest. Where the hell am I? I'm here. So that would be down here to Shrine to Saint Satya. There's a waterfall. There's an old salt mine. There's a charcoal burn. Can I actually go down into the forest? I can. Hoot, hoot. To the Shrine of Saint Satya? Sure. Why are you in the forest, though? A carving of Saint Satya. It looks quite old. Also makes you look like a harvest goddess. And the goddess of the hunt. Alright. I mean, I guess I could go to this old salt mine too, but what would I do at the old salt mine? I can go to the waterfall. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. Can I go up here? Nope. Look how pretty! Are you following me? The waterfall must flow down from the snow melt in the mountains above the abbey. Are you following me? Kapora, Kapora. Get out of here. Tassing's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Imperial Road, also called the Via Imperii. The Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tassing and Kirsau every year. Thank the Romans for roads. Well, this was mildly interesting. We learned about the Via Imperii. That's something. Go away. Can I? Aha, I can use other keys. Okay, so if I go this way then. Oh, hello. Smokey's home? What? Smokey the bear? Smokey. Baby owls? Okay, no one's home. Let's move on. Most of this felling is for the abbey's renovation and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Well, that sucks. Why not allow the town to gather some logs? Ah, no! Pale horse, still on the floor. Hello? Are you alright in there? Matins, what the hell is this? The pale horse, death. Matins. Monastic hours responding to 2 AM. It is used for the night prayer. So it's not... This is later on then? The pale horse death, you're saying someone's gonna die in the night? Hello? Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hello? Yes? Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite, alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amalie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. Wait, so what is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Cell? As in... Cell, prison cell? Yeah, her cell? She is an anchoress? What? A religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. Anchoress. Okay. So a female version of an anchor? Okay. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. So is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kirsau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down, thank you, not write down. I write down her visions to help interpret them. Oh, I thought all of the monks and nuns at Kirsau could read. Even poor brother Vortbert. Well, if she came from elsewhere, not in Curacao, so kind of makes sense. They haven't taught her to read yet, I guess. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Oh. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Of course, sister. You know, it does sound like she's in a great deal of pain. She is. She feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best as I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. Oh, that's gonna suck. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Amalie was saying that she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. So you basically, you take care of her. You write down her dreams, visions, not dreams in this case, her visions, and you interpret them, and I'm guessing you interpret them to be as much of a benefit to you / the church. Father Thomas? Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all as God wills it, or because you can't find a way to shoehorn the visions into something that benefits. I'm very much a cynic, if that hasn't come through yet. Cynic and a skeptic. That's me. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Well, she wasn't there. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Well, good night then, Father. All right. Well, Franz Bauer and Widow Kemperin. No, Drucker House. No, I'm sorry I missed dinner. I promise I didn't mean it. Zimmerman House. Zimmerman. Johann Bauer Farm? No. No sheep here. This was the blacksmith. Gertner Farm. This is where I need to go. Nope, the ill guy. Oh, and now we can actually go to the Johann Bauer Farm. So if I go here. Oh, look at this. Beehives. Johann's family keeps beehives for the honey and wax. Okay. And a little dock where you can sit and fish. If there's even any fish in... If that's a... Is that a river or... Yeah, it's a river. Okay. No, that's not a dock. That's a whole freaking bridge. Well, point stands. You can still sit on it and fish if you want to. Unless it's a very shallow river, then maybe there are no fish there. Garden house. Oh, right. Ava. We were supposed to tell her that Otto said hi. Are you sleeping, sitting in that chair? That's gotta be uncomfortable. And you three share a bed, okay? It's gotta be cramped, gotta be uncomfortable too. Very hot there. So what do we have here now? I looked at these. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptamen. Really should clean this. Yes. No, let's go to sleep. It's getting late. I should get me some rest. Yeah, go to sleep. I have no reason to stay awake. That's a strange way to stretch. I'd rather just... Ooh, Martins! That's pale horse. Time to get back to work. No. It's all right, Ursula. Good morning. What happened? A storm rolled in during the night. It hasn't lit up all morning. Clara and I have been doing what we can in here to keep us all from washing away. So I can see. Drippy buckets. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. Oh, my, is the farm in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain, but we have lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have as good. God needs to get good. We must have faith in Providence and endure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. Thank you very much, Ava. Here. Sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Oh, thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Didn't Otto ask me to say hello? He is probably courting her. Why not test the one? No, we're not gonna fuck around and then find out. We'll be a good friend to him and just tell her. They'd probably be happy together, and maybe she can, you know, soften Otto up a little bit, because he does seem to be quite the surly character, kind of like me. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. And love can change a man, or woman, or person. Oh, he did? Good. Thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks, you too. Good luck with that. At least I'll be in a place with a stone ceiling, so probably won't drip in as much. Also, you have chair hooks? That'd be kind of cool to have. Chair hooks. Though I don't really have any chairs with holes for the backside here. So maybe not. We went out. Oh, hello. Andreas. Oh, are you doing all right, Peter? No, I'm not. Some of our sheep escaped, and I'd rather not spend my morning fixing this damned wall for the third time this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they are up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Alright. The flood, stormy morning. But Big Jorg was also here. But I can't talk to... Oh, Big Jorg is... doing the stonework. Let's just rush on back to the Abbey. Hello, Andres. Hello, Andreas. Good morning, Andres. So, Otto and Ava, huh? Yes? What about them? I mean, how's their courtship developing? Doing fine, you think? I'm not a gossip, Andreas. Yeah, we learned that yesterday. You know, I do not ask this to pour water onto the rumor mill, but for the concern I have for the happiness of my friends. Of course, Andreas. Fancy talk for being nosy. Oh, he saw right through me. Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it. Oh? He's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. Hey, can't control the feelings. They both like each other. Seems to... Me? Me. If you found the right person, you should go for it. Yes. Go for it. But accept a no if you get a no. No does not mean maybe or yes. No means no. And if you say no and you feel that, well, they should have tried harder, well then fuck you. Be direct. Say what you mean. Don't play mind games. Stop with that fuckery. It's what I would do. Uh-huh. So what's stopped you? Well, that's, personal. Well, you can trust me. Andres, aren't we friends? That's what the gossipers always say. But we are friends, I can't deny that. I, do hope to find someone to have at my side as we build a family. I mean, don't we all? Maybe not all. I definitely don't want the family part. Wouldn't have mind finding someone to have at my side at some point, though. But, I can live without that. It's a nice thing. It's a luxury, I say. God has not given me this blessing. Yeah, worry not. It could happen at any moment, Endris. Any moment, any time, any place. It's unpredictable. One hopes so. I must get back to work, Andreas. Enough talk. Yes, go make those pilgrims badges. Until later. Oh. I guess I'm going this way then. Because there's stuff in the way. Ooh, bakery. Alban Bakery? Yeah, I haven't been to the... Oh, hi. You look surly. Ulrich? God bless you, Andreas. Okay. Bye. Anna? Hi. Hi. Great. Andreas, such a pleasure to see you, and looking so handsome as always. Back for more of my... rye? Oh dear Gret, you know I can't stay away from your rye. Andreas! Well, I was passing by and thought I should say hello. No, I must say goodbye. Aren't you a good man? Well, you're always welcome here, Andreas. And always welcome to my Rio rye. Be well. Until later, Grits. We did have some rye bread yesterday, but that's not what we prepared, but what someone else prepared. Ulrich! God be with you, Andreas. Seems like we have a good spring storm, though I hope it lets up soon. Well, good morning. I'm sure it will let up soon. Or later. Yes, God's will it. At God wills it, because there's only one God. Monotheism. Ulrich, I paid Grit for last week's pumpernickel. Sorry to make you wait for it. It's no trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky for me. Oh, hi. Of course, now I'm off to home and then to the Pfeiffers. Oh, good morning, Agnes. What's going on at the Pfeiffers? Helena has about a month to go before her child is due. Right! I didn't know that was the Pfeiffer guy. He did talk about Helena becoming pregnant and him going praying to St. Moritz. Right. Her last one was hard. He didn't make it. God rest his soul. I just want to give her the best chance she can have. It's in God's hands. Trust in Providence. Always, Ulrich. But I'll do what I can to help. Help? Why make the Lord do all the work? The Lord helps those who help themselves, which is basically fancy talk for saying you ain't gonna get help, you gotta do it by yourself, and then you think that the Lord helped you because you did it. Irreverent? Maybe. I think I've said before, I'm not very religious, so... I'm not an atheist either. I'm more agnostic, I think. I do believe. I'm kinda on the whole... The universe is so freaking big. We don't know anything really what lies beyond the observable universe. There's something there. The universe is expanding, etc., etc. I'm totally open for there being something greater than us that we just don't know about or can't see. If you want to call that God or the Lord or whatever, go for it. That's your faith. I'm just open-minded. There might be something, there might not be. We will never know. So I'm not gonna live my life dwelling on it. It's probably there, because that's what I think, but it's never going to impact me or my life, so yeah. I must be off now. Good day to you both, and Andreas, stay out of the rain. Yes, Mother. Tell Helena I will pray for her health. Well, you know what they say, the brave man doesn't fear the rain, but the wise man knows enough to get out of the rain. So... I guess you can't be brave and wise, unfortunately. She will appreciate that, Andreas. Thank you. Until later. Until later, Agnes. Go back to baking. Stop staring at me. Stop staring at me. Steinauer? Sorry for going into your house when no one is home. I'm just a curious little... Hello, Betschlau. You're a good kitty. Who's a good kitty? You're a good kitty. Who's a good kitty? Who's kitty? Oh, you're a good kitty. Oh, my hand reeks of wet fur. Ooh, eh. The mail. Hello? Thomas? Father, I've said this before, but it isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It is affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. What are you, the stonemason? Probably. I understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies decomposing in the yard. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug back up again anyway. Yes, but why disturb them unnecessarily? Well, it's your church, Father, but you can't put this off forever. The foundation is going to crack. I understand. Perhaps after some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries. Thank you, Lucky. Ah, good day, Master Marler. Good day, Father Thomas. Everything all right with the church? Oh, yes. Why apologize? Why keep saying stuff like that? I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Well, if you didn't mean to eavesdrop, you should have moved the hell out of there. Since you stood still and listened to the conversation, you definitely meant to eavesdrop. Oh, yes. Lucky was again reminding me of the danger severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. God looks after his flock, but sometimes the pen requires an earthly hand. It will be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. And with you, Father Thomas. Until later. Almost kind of nodded at him in respect while he went. We don't need to go to the mill. We need to go to the church. I guess we have to go through the meadow every time. Outclassing? No, we can go up to the mill. Roman. Oh, let's go to the. Oh, hey, let's take the long way around. Roman ruins, you say? Would that just mean the aqueduct or Pet Staub? Oh, good doggy. Yes, a good doggy. Hello. Good day, doggy. Oh, my hand reeks even worse of wet fur now. This looks like a Dutch windmill. What's it doing in Bavaria? Yes, let's go to the Roman ruins. And, of course, we have graffiti. A child's drawings. I wonder who the artist is. So the Roman ruins are just the aqueducts. Collapsed. This must have allowed access to the aqueducts. Yep, let's go to the meadow. A shrine to Saint Moritz. The statue looks ancient. I don't think I've seen this before. Ah, Columbine. It looks like it's coming in early. Yes, because last time we walked here, we walked with the Baron, and on the way home, I guess, we kind of went through the forest. Snowdrops, one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring at this altitude. Till. Hello there, Master Mahler. Hello, Till. Bumped into any ghosts lately? Have you ever seen a nicer view? Don't get sights like this in the cities, I expect. Well, you know, it's hard to believe that the Romans built a town all the way out here and we just let these structures fall apart. Oh yes, the old Roman ruins. Passing is full of them. Quite the marvels they are. I don't pay much mind to the writing on them as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. Ooh, what sort of old legends? Well, when Father Matthias was abbot, he would let me borrow books from the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Gurno became abbot. Oh, so we update your text because you are literate? Just like we updated the sister's text because she is dead to the world. Maybe. He and Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. Books should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan ways. Man, hard to disagree. Still, the accounts of the Romans in Tassing are my favorites. That old book talked about how the Roman knight Gaius Metellus defeated the Raeti? Is it an R or a K? That must be an R. Raeti, I think it was. Heavy snowfall had him caught in this very valley. Barbarians on all sides when Mars sent a wolf to the night. Mars, the Roman god of war and agriculture. Mars represented civilization and peace through military might. So peace through force. Instead of killing the beast, Gain? Gaius? It's Gaius, not Gain, it's Gaius. Gaius followed it to a magical spring with trees covered in all sorts of fruit. Is this the whole... No, this was a wolf. Because it kind of sounds like... was it Saint Christopher? That tale? Or was it Saint Moritz? What's Saint Moritz, right? Yeah, Saint Moritz. Sounds like those two tales kind of intertwined and just mixed up, and because he also had the whole snow, magical spring, fruit. Mars provided the wolf and the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded Tassing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. Oh, maybe not then, because Tassing was already here when Moritz came. So the same spring just then, I guess? So I guess the tale of Saint Moritz built upon this one. They took things from this and made the tale of Saint Moritz. That's where all this came from. Yeah, that sounds a lot like the story of Brother Matthew told me about Saint Moritz. Well, without their Roman gods, of course. I hadn't thought of that. Both were snowed into the valley, weren't they? And saved near a spring? Yeah, I wonder if it's the same story. Just modernized for Christianity, from Roman beliefs to Christianity. Oh, I don't know about all that, Master Mahler. A lot of stories get mixed up over the years, and they take inspiration from each other and come up with new stories to fit the new narrative. It might be all fable, but I enjoy the story all the same. Still doesn't mean it's not a good story. And doesn't mean that there's not something to learn from it. So it's nice to feel you're connected to those who came before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. You know, books connect us to the pasts we could hardly imagine existed. Well said. It's been good chatting with you, Master Mahler, but I'd better get back to work. You let me know if you find any particularly good books in that library, all right? I will, until later, Till. Well, I have this one book in... Martin? Well, you running out of here like a bat from out of hell. Hey, Martin! Get a friendly greeting from Martin. No. Eat shit, Andreas! Achoo! I should get to the scriptorium. Garno will give me an earful if I'm late again. We are never going to get a friendly greeting from Andreas. From Martin. There's that guy. The Baron's little errand boy, I guess. Servant? Page? Squire? No, he's not a knight. Servant, yes. Anyway, we're back at the Abbey, and we're gonna leave this episode of Pentiment here. We learned some more history. We had a very awkward dinner, and we learned some stories about Saint Moritz, and now about Gaius Martellus. And there's a storm, which bodes ill for the village because the rain keeps flooding down and destroying everything there. Anyway, leaving this episode of Pentiment here, we'll see what happens next time, I suppose, because that's how things work. Anyway, sorry, rambling. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some of your time with me. Please take care of yourself, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!